the start because he started 5th. He's currently running 12th, and I think he lost another position as Kribic and Rahmanian joined with Martin to the party, are battling for P8, and this is a nice 4-car battle with Niskansen gaining on his spot. He's currently only the person watching the battles in front of them. I'm pretty sure he's just simply sitting there and waiting for his opportunity, because you can see how compromised the lines of the drivers in front are of Niskansen. So anytime now he might get a chance to try and battle his way through to higher positions. By the way, we are welcoming a new pointing system on the WorldSimSeries Premium Championship event. So the first division has restructured the way the points are handed out to the drivers taking top spots, and for the first time ever, at least as I recall, we are doubling the Formula 1 pointing system. That means that only top 10 drivers will receive points, with the first place receiving 25 points, 10th place receiving 1 point. The second division, I believe, has another points system, but I don't see 2 divisions running this evening, so that doesn't even matter. But this time it's going to be really important to gain as many places as you can, and any tiniest mistake can compromise your whole championship. So that's going to be really interesting for the whole season. We will have 6 rounds in total, as Grodinis and Mendelis, they don't share and don't fit on one track at this moment. And remember, the top 5 drivers will start this race in the reversed order, meaning that whoever finishes 5th, he will start on pole, and I'm pretty sure Matas Mendelis is really interested in that spot that Dominikas Grodinis currently owns. But looking at those cars, Dominikas Grodinis, the right side of the car has seen some major, well, not major damage, but the windshields are shattered, so he had some contacts, and I'm pretty sure the car is not handling the way they want to. And look, well, these drivers started battling. They had a nice gap between themselves and Franke, but as soon as they started dancing on the track and choosing compromised lines to rather defend or overtake, the pace of the drivers went down. That allowed Franke to gain a little bit closer. He managed to run away from Rahmanian, and it should become a 4-car battle for the provisional pole position for the second race. And of course, the highest position in this race between these drivers can be 4th, because Simon Speth, he's currently doing a phenomenal job holding off those drivers, those eager drivers behind. In the meantime, Jan Nims has an advantage of already 4 seconds, and will Balloonka receive drive-through penalty. The second place driver, Toros Tunila, well, he's known as a really fast driver, and he has lots of experience, not only in sim racing, also in real world. And he also is not able to match the pace of the current leader, but after every race, the top 3 drivers will be evaluated with a weight ballast, and after every race for all the upcoming races, the car of the top 3 finishers will become heavier with every round. Maximum capacity that the driver can receive is 45 kilograms in total. I believe the first place will receive 15 kilos, the second place 10, and third place 5 kilograms. Of course, the results will be calculated after both races will be finished, so you want to perform good not only in the first race but also in the second, because the amount of points will be calculated and the top 3 places will be announced after all the decisions of stewards and summed up the points of both of the races. So whoever finishes first and third will start the next race a little bit heavier, and well, looking at the results right now, it looks like the heaviest car on the grid for the next race will belong to current leader Jan Nims. maybe then, maybe after the weight will be handed out to the drivers, we will see a slightly bigger competition. In the meantime, Blunke has completed his drive-through. And what about Speth? I've missed something. Speth is down to P9. Not sure if that was a mistake by the driver, or was it caused by an accident between those drivers. Skribic and Rahmanian are really close with each other. Grodinis up to P4. In the meantime, Mendelis holds the provisional pole position. He has a gap of 1.3 seconds against Franke, but I'm pretty sure Matas Mendelis wants to finish as high as possible just to have the chance to finish off this round with as many points as possible. Skribic trying to overtake Rahmanian as both of the drivers picked up one place after Simon Speth lost some of those. And looking at these two drivers and other two drivers, it looks like well, the pace is so matchable of all of the drivers that even though you are slightly faster than your rival in front, it's really hard to make a decent overtake if the driver in front will not make a mistake. Tauras Tonila has to go defensive. Tightened up the entry into the NGK chicane just to not give the chance for Talianos running from behind to get a sneak peek into the inside of the corners and maybe make an overtake. Though Talianos tried to take a different line around the final corner, he obviously took a wider entry just to get back on that power earlier, but I think that didn't work out as Talianos would have liked. Because, well, the gap went bigger between Talianos and Tonila, and two hot spots in the top 5 places. What about that? This is really something that we've missed so dearly on the WorldSimSeries platform recently, especially in summer. And that's the biggest payoff, these nice battles on the racetrack for every precious point. They are really worth to watch, and knowing that drivers know that they desperately will have the will to finish in top 10, because only the top 10 places will be rewarded by points, which will be calculated towards the overall standing of the drivers in the championship. By the way, 6 rounds in total. 1 round can be counted out, so anyone who will race in all of those 6 rounds means that the worst round of the driver, the round where he collected the least points, will not be calculated towards the overall results. So it doesn't matter, of course, everyone wants to perform as good as they can and as well as they can, and there goes Matas Mendelis. Well, Dominikas Grodinis knows exactly what he's doing in the corners, and he felt that he made a mistake, so he already closed the door, but nice driving by Matas Mendelis around the outside. Big respect from both of the drivers, giving plenty of room on each of the track side, and they can continue this battle in front. Talianos right on the tail of Tauras Tonila. I think they are also running side by side this time. Matas Mendelis holds the inside line into the chicane, breaks a little bit earlier. Slight contact between the drivers. Rubbing is racing, as we've always expressed ourselves, especially in these mono-class cars, touring cars, racing speciality. If you don't rub doors, you're not racing anymore. 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. I'm pretty sure we are on the final lap of this race, though Jan Nims was slightly further in front, but that's not enough of a gap to make it on time before the time runs out. So final lap for the drivers battling for position. Great driving by Grodinis, nice driving by Tonila of defending these places. They have to fend off their rivals for the whole duration of this first race, and they are doing a brilliant job. Good news for the top 5 drivers who are currently unable to overtake the rivals. They will have their chance for the next race because they will start in front of their rivals. Yeah, so we have a couple of penalties already. I'm trying to figure out who's at fault and who receives the penalty. So 15 seconds penalty for Essa. 15 seconds penalty for Abdelhadi actually, and 10 seconds penalty for Grodinis. So Grodinis is currently 4th, but I think with that penalty applied, he will drop down to much lower place and basically outside of the top 10, where you receive points for the championship. So that's really bad news for Grodinis. In the meantime, Jan Nimtz goes to cross that start-finish line to take the checkered flag and win the first race, the opening round. Tauras Tunila fends off the attacks of Talianos to finish 2nd. Talianos finishes 3rd, and Matas Mendelis, even with that penalty in mind, he manages to overtake Dominikas Grodinis on the final corner to take 4th place. Grodinis will take 5th place, and Franke finishes 6th, Rahmanian 7th, Skribic 8th, Speth 9th, and Martin 10th. Well, this was a really nice race, and I was trying to figure out what penalties the drivers have received. I've missed the action on track slightly, though I'm pretty sure we have enjoyed those battles pretty much. So, as the drivers are finishing this first race, let's take a quick look at how they finished and how it went for them. So Jan Nimtz taking the checkered flag and will start 5th. Tunila finished 2nd. Talianos 3rd. Mendelis 4th. Grodinis 5th. With that penalty in mind, I will double check what I've read, but I think Grodinis has a 10 seconds penalty. Franke 6th. Rahmanian 7th. Skribic 8th. Speth 9th. Martin 10th, Abdelhadi 11th, Niskanen 12th, Viviani 13th, Biberacher 14th, Grajis 15th, Yuri Lapo 16th, Karnatka 17th, Blumke 18th, and Essa 19th place. Let's take a quick break and we will be back with the second race, where Grodinis will start the race from pole position. So back with the second race, and I can confirm 10 seconds for Dominykas Graudinis for collision with Simon Speth, which we didn't see how that happened, but Simon Speth lost the places not on his own. That's why Dominykas Graudinis received that penalty, and he will lose plenty of spots. Well, I will not calculate the timing, but I think he will not finish inside the top 10, or well, maybe at the low places, as only a couple of seconds remain for the field to start moving. And that's going to be the second race of the first round in the sprint challenge, as the field rolls on and Matas Mendel is right behind Dominykas Graudinis. This is a view which Matas Mendel is used seeing. And Niskansen, in the meantime, didn't start this race. Matas Mendel spent the whole of his previous race behind Dominykas Graudinis, and Matas Mendel, well, he was a little bit too slow into the first corner, I believe, though, well, he created an interesting situation. Someone lost a couple of places, and Jan Nimtz, he's already on the outside of Tauras Tunila, and the next corner is a right-hander, but wow, Tauras Tunila goes on brakes so late that Jan Nimtz has to back out of it. You can see how compromised the exit of Tauras Tunila is, as he was trying to defend that move. Now the inside goes to Jan Nimtz, as we see the battle in front. Matas Mendelis managed to go in front of Dominykas Graudinis, while Tauras Tunila gets slightly pushed and hits the grass. Goes to a little slide and manages to hold on the position. By the way, the cars start on cold tires, and no wonder Matas Mendelis managed to overtake Dominykas Graudinis for the lead. Matas Mendelis, well known as the driver who manages the cold tires really well. There goes the position loss for Tauras Tunila. Matas Mendelis and Dominykas Graudinis, they are also in a very fierce battle. So Jan Nimtz up to P3. Remember, he managed to win the first race with a huge gap from his closest rivals. But right now, Tauras Tunila, well, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. He shouldn't be too aggressive. He shouldn't be too racy with Jan Nimtz, because both of the drivers will gain on those two cars in front, battling each other, where Dominykas Graudinis, well, he seems so furious, so anxious, trying to overtake Matas Mendelis, trying different lines around the corners, compromising the speed a little bit, though still both cars managing to do it pretty well. Matas Mendelis, he kind of hoped, and a thing that paid off. Well, the hopes of Matas Mendelis paid off, because he didn't go defensive into the chicane. He kind of counted on Dominykas Graudinis to not take race action, both of them willing to extend the gap against Jan Nimtz as quick as possible. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but well, they should decide to work it out together and try to at least hold on to the gap that they currently have. Jan Nimtz 0.9 of a second behind the two drivers battling, on cold tires still. So maybe Jan Nimtz is just gently warming up those virtual rubbers on the BMWs to not overheat them and prepare for the racy conditions, and to not overgrain them. By the way, we have the fuel usage set to 200%, and the tire usage is set to 150%. The setups of the cars are partially locked, and I should try to figure out what the drivers can adjust. And this is the tire pressures, fuel amount in the car, brake bias, and the brake power, together with traction control. So I'm pretty sure traction control is set to 0 on everyone's car. I'm not sure about the brake power. Brake bias is to anyone's likings, though that should be really similar. And well, the biggest difference can come from tire pressures for all of the drivers. You can go for higher tire pressures to warm up those tires a little bit faster, but compromise the end of the race. And you can come with lower tire pressures to maybe go a little bit more gentle on the opening laps, but then have a advantage towards the end, if that even works. So on Assetto Corsa title, the original, which is already 11 years old, it has first seen the release in 2013, and well, in some coming months we should greet the new Assetto Corsa Evo title, which everyone eagerly waits, and until we wait we do nothing else but racing. And we ride on board with Jan Nimtz as he goes on to attack mode. Wow, from such a huge distance, and goes really late on the brakes. Dominykas Graudinis, he kind of did not expect that move from Jan Nimtz. Tauras Tonila comes rushing from behind without contact, without the avoidance of contacts. There was a slight touch between Tauras Tonila and Dominykas Graudinis, nothing too much. There was the second touch between these two drivers. Dominykas Graudinis still manages to hold on the attacks of Tauras Tonila. They go scrubbing on the straight. That might end up nasty. Someone has to back out of it, and the guy who backs out of it is Tauras Tonila. Dominykas Graudinis, with his elbows out, manages to hold on to that third place currently, while Matas Mendelis is already busy watching into the mirrors. But I don't know, it's still 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Matas Mendelis makes a slight mistake. He overshoots the 7th corner. I'm not sure if that was on intention, or was he just a little bit too fast into that corner because he missed the apex completely. Maybe he was looking for a really late apex, but he also missed it slightly. And there goes Jan Nimtz. That's how you race the car. So Matas Mendelis, I think he should be focused on his own race and try to lose as less time as possible. That's what he just done. He didn't fight Jan Nimtz too much. Jan Nimtz didn't wait too long. Now Matas Mendelis lines up his car behind Jan Nimtz, and he will be hoping for cooperation of Dominykas Graudinis to just hold on Tauras Tonila for as long as possible, and that would mean Tauras Tonila and Matas Mendelis collecting equal amounts of points in both of the races, and both of them should share second and third place if the race finishes as it is right now. We have still 8 minutes and 15 seconds till we will see the checkered flag, and Tauras Tonila knows that exactly. I'm pretty sure he will try to overtake Dominykas Graudinis towards the end of the race. That's Skribic and Speth battling for 6th place. Simon Speth with a nice move to the inside of the corner takes that spot, but not for long, because the next left-hander sees a better line for Skribic. Both of the drivers have small contacts. That's already usual view, and we have to adapt to that. I'm pretty sure we will see plenty of rubbing in this season in the coming races. That's Tauras Tonila becoming really racy as Speth gained 1 place. He's set now right behind Rahmanian, and he will try to overtake his rival at some point on the racetrack. Talianos, by the way, he's down into P8, trying to win those places back. I think he lost a couple of places at the beginning of the race, where Dominykas Graudinis and Tauras Tonila again side by side. Dominykas Graudinis being really clever, choosing the best lines that he can for his defensive moves, and there's nothing that Tauras Tonila can do right now. Look at how slow these drivers are going around the racetrack while they battle each other. Matas Mendelis already 3.2 seconds ahead of Graudinis. Oh, Graudinis goes into a mistake, still holds the inside line because the next right-hander is a really fast one. That's corner 11 on the green tarmac, gets pushed the car of Tauras Tonila, and he has to back out of it, approaching turns 13 and 14, whereas a good overtaking opportunity presented, but there's nothing that Tauras Tonila can do against the really aggressive defensive driving by Dominykas Graudinis, and currently it does work magic. But Tauras Tunila should be really concerned. Well, if he finishes fourth, he should have the same amount of points with Matas Mendelis. But at this moment, where he stands now, there's a high risk for Tauras Tunila to lose that spot if he will not manage to deal with Grodinis in front. And oh, Rahmanian. Someone spun, and that's actually not someone, that's Tauras Tunila, who was facing the wrong direction on the racetrack. He managed to get that car going. Oh, we've missed what happened there, and it's really a shame that Assetto Corsa Original doesn't have a replay system, but look who's up into the third place. That's Simon Speth. He's already ahead of Dominikas Grodinis, so patience has paid off, and Simon Speth, well, he made a couple of moves at the beginning of this race, as you've already familiar with. It's not the easiest task for the drivers to make those moves in such an equally paced grid. But, well, Simon Speth has a slight pace advantage, and he is working magic with what he has up to P3 after that incident in race 1, where he was battling for P4 with Dominikas Grodinis, and now both of them are in a very similar situation. Simon Speth again in front of Dominikas down in P4, and with 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, Dominikas definitely is not finished with his race so far in the qualifying session. Dominikas Grodinis was 6/10 faster than the lap time of Simon Speth, so he knows that he has the pace. He just needs to pick himself up, make no mistakes, and well, maybe think through what he has done in the second race. Maybe he fought a little bit too much with Tauras Tunila, which did cost him a couple of places. Remember, he started from pole. He went and started the race in the first place, went through a couple of corners, lost that place to Matas Mendelis, that got himself involved in bigger battles. And since then, he only sees himself dropping backwards. And actually, we've missed a situation with Dominikas and Tauras Tunila. And there was actually a contact. But I think the car at fault at that time was Tauras Tunila. So Tauras Tunila has to blame himself for that contact, and the losing of a lot of places. He's now down in P8, 2 seconds behind Abdelhadi, so not too far away. You can see him in the background. He's trying to hold on to the tarmac and gain on these drivers who continue battling. And well, they are currently not compromising the lines, the racing lines of themselves, so they kind of stick to the pace. But well, as soon as they will start making some moves, they will lose pace, and Tauras Tunila, well, he will possibly have a chance to gain on the drivers. Simon Speth already 5.3 seconds behind Matas Mendelis, so calm race for Matas, and he knows that if that finishes like it is now, Matas Mendelis should safely gather enough points to finish this race in second position overall, and we are not finished in the race for the third place, though Simon Speth already builds up a slight gap between himself and Dominikas, while Dominikas Grodinis, well, he's struggling to pick up pace because he not also has to look at what's happening in front, he's constantly looking at the rear view mirrors of himself. Because there is a very fast yellow BMW on his tail. That's Stalianos picking up his apexes, really jumping around those curbs in that NGK chicane. Just wants to go straight through the chicanes, lose as less time as possible, and well, it looks to work okay. Still, Dominikas Grodinis, he was a little bit gentle around those corners, and that worked a little bit more nicer for him as we start the final lap of the second race. There goes Stalianos. We can see some moves beginning to take action. The drivers know that they have started the final lap of this race. They see the clock and they understand what's in front of them. So if you know that you have pace advantage, you need to take some moves. I'm not sure what moves would work out the best, but maybe trying to flash your car in your rival's rear view mirrors to just remind them that the battle is still not over and force them into a mistake. Grodin is still fourth, still 7/10 behind Simon Speth. This is a really nice battle and beautiful racing. Hopefully this is a nice intro into the championship that is ahead of us. 6 rounds in total, happening every 2 weeks, so get yourself ready for this nice autumn championship. And after this race finishes, don't go anywhere. We will have the second series ready for you. That's gonna be the Premium Endurance Challenge, where we will see the same BMWs racing against each other together with a single GT3 manufacturer. So more cars on track, and I will introduce that race for you as we will start the next championship in a couple of minutes after this one finishes. So Jan Nimtz brings his car home and should safely finish first. Matas Mendelis will finish second, but look at this nice snake tail of cars following each other on the final corners. But Simon Speth, he should hold on to the third place in the second race. That's getting really tight. Simon Speth goes defensive. That's going to be a drag race to the finish line for sure. Dominikas Graudinis goes around the outside. Talianos will be given the chance to overtake Dominikas Graudinis. Still a little bit too far off as Jan Nimtz and Matas Mendelis have finished. Simon Speth takes the third place. Graudinis fourth. Talianos fifth. Abdelhadi, I believe, no, Skribic finished sixth. Abdelhadi seventh. Tunila eighth. Rahmanian ninth. And Biberacher finished 10th. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and that was really nice introduction to the nice championship of the autumn season. And as the drivers can go and relax, we can go and look through the results one more time. And you can see the drivers disconnecting already, because I'm pretty sure most of them will join the next championship, which is about to start. So Jan Nimtz finishing first, Mendelis third, Speth Mendelis second, Speth third, Graudinis fourth, and Talianos fifth. The stewards will take a look at the next championship, which is about to start. So Jan Nimtz
tomamos, ¿no? El gusano. Para la salud. Para la salud. Primero yo. Tequila style. Eat the worm, motherfucker. Tequila spice, hot nights, feeling right, sipping on Jose Cuervo. Down in Tijuana, Mexico, thinking of the big score the night before. Met the connect, who was impressively dressed in high fabrics with troops like Beirut upon the mezzanine, brandishing submachine guns. Hey yo, it's all about the money, son. Now that's the only reason. Became south of the border to complete this work order. We gotta get it, no looking back, going all out for it. Ready to attack, die in a minute, flat for it. As God is my witness, we got ditches. motherfucker. He was like a father figure, showed me the bigger picture. Fuck slanging on the corner, don't let the pigs get ya. Not like these fools who don't comprehend, who end up doing a 25 bit in the pen. You got that? He gave me a cup, I took a swig. The bitter taste of the Moscow greenworm shit, dropping a lesson. He slapped my face, he said, listen, pay attention, brother, you're my ace, but don't ever question. Just do what I say and you'll be rich, and keep this in your mind. Rats lay in a ditch with no spine. Don't ever forget that golden rule in the game. Cheers, they all know your name, it's like fame. Wild women and money don't mix, like drinking and driving. Watch those conniving women and keep your eye out. Always be aware of what's around you. They wanna down you and fucking clown you. Keep your shit in order, the money won't stop. Pretty soon you'll be on top. Tequila sunrise, bloodshot eyes. Realize we all born to die. So get the money, nigga. Sunrise, bloodshot eyes. Realize we all born to die. So get the money, nigga. Tequila sunrise with the bloodshot eyes. My, how time flies and goes by surprise.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. We've got 14 minutes to settle up. On your right, clear right. Car right, right side's clear. Right side, clear right. P15. That lap was at 155.8, pole position. The leader has just done a 155.4. The guy behind has just done a 208.8. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. The guy behind has just done a 157.0. The guy behind has just done a 156.0. Sector 1 time's okay. Your right rear tyre is hot. Your sector 2 time is quick. You've got half your fuel left. That lap time was 155.4. You're in pole. Sector 3 time is quick. On your right, clear right. Sector 1 is quick. You've got a bit of tyre wear on all your tyres. That was a 155.5. Very little fuel left. Hit this lap, in this lap. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching. You've got cold front tyres. Yellow flag. The leader's just done a 154, car right, clear right. Come on man, watch them track limits, this lap won't count. P2. That's 5 minutes of fuel left. Car left. Clear left. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Wear out. So the drivers, they have to think about the longevity of the tires unless they decide to change them in the pit lane during the pit stop. But I'm not sure if that's a good strategy because, well, even 45 minutes on tires that were 2 times faster, that's gonna be tight, but I'm pretty sure that's doable. Currently, most of the drivers in the qualifying session chose to run with softs. Some of the drivers are running on mediums in the qualifying
Checker flags
session,
out,
so maybe
P3.
that's because of the lack of time for preparation, because I think I would assume that the fastest tire would be soft. Simon Speth goes slightly faster than Tauras Tunila. Jan Nims goes into the 2 minute and 7 second zone with his provisional pole lap time, as the time has finished with this qualifying session. Simon Speth is still on the racetrack. Tauras Tunila still on the racetrack. Most of the GT3 guys are already in the pit lane. Cortigio decided to stay out on the racetrack and try to go faster. Saldukas is also chasing for better lap time, but he's currently 1 second off the pace. Essa is quite a lot of the pace. Hopefully he will manage and handle the car during the race well, and hopefully he will not go into anyone's way. Simon Speth makes a big mistake and decides to go straight into the pit lane. Tauras Tunila finished his lap time with no improvement. Skribic 2 minutes 9.3. He is around the final corners into the NGK chicane and approaching turn 15. He's 6/10 shy of third place. Abdelhadi already in the pit lane. Tarciali is currently on a fast lap. It's also pretty tight between the guys starting from P4. Skribic crossing the line. Does he go faster? Yep, he does go faster and improves a lot, but still not enough. Tarciali off the racetrack with no improvement. Rahmanian comes from the previous race, stays on the racetrack. He's not too far away from P14 in the overall standings. It's already a little bit too complicated for me to calculate the correct spot that he's in his own class. But yep, he's currently 8th, and he's looking into, well, he can go into P12 overall or 5th in his class, but he needs to nail this lap and will finish it perfectly. So crossing the line, he decides to cross it, so maybe he's going faster, and he is going faster, and he's up to P5 in the class with lap time of 2 minute 9 second and 3/10. So I believe the qualifying session is over, and I said almost over, but it's actually fully over, and we have the final results, which are not provisional because that's happening live on the Assetto Corsa platform, meaning that whichever position you took during the qualifying session, it will not be taken away. No one has the power to take away your qualifying spot, even though maybe you made some mistakes or did something wrong. Yeah, but let's take a look at the final results. So our 7 GT3 cars are lined up as follows. Matas Mendel is taking pole position. Dominikas Grodin is starting alongside
The leader is
him.
pitting now.
Noko
45 minutes.
From
Okay,
row
mate,
2.
get ready.
O'Brien and Saldukas row 3, and Essa will start from row 4, sharing the same row together with Jan Nims. The pole
Go. Left side. Clear left. gap behind's increased to 0.9. The gap ahead is now 1.1. Yellow flag, watch out. That lap time was 1:57.4. The guy behind has just done a 1:57.3. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 2.9. Take it easy, you've got cold tyres. The gap behind is now 1.7. Yellow flag, caution. The leader has just done a 1:55.2. That's your best lap in this session. Keep digging, this isn't over yet. The gap in front is now 3.4 seconds. P3. We're seeing a bit of wear all round. The leader has just done a 155.0. There's a car leaving the pits. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 4.4. He's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth. Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace. Car right. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right. Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. 154. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. The gap in front is now 1.3. Car left, clear left. Car right. Still there. Clear right. Car left, clear left. Your lap times are increasing. Come on, get back on it. The gap in front has increased to 1.1. Come on, pass him already. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 1.5 seconds. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate. Car right. He's still there. Clear right. On your right. Right side's clear. On your left. Clear left. Yellow flag. Watch out. Right side's clear. P3. Car right. Clear right. Car left. Clear left. You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 0.9. Left side. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left. Osborne is pitting from P23. He should come out a little way behind you. Left side, clear left. Just ignore him, he'll go away. Your lap time was 1:59.0. Car right. Still there. Still there. Clear right, don't let him get away. We're seeing somewhere on each corner. You're halfway home. Fuel is tight. You might need to save some fuel to get to the end. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 0.8. Left side, clear left. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. P4, that's good consistency. Keep it up. On your right, clear right. The gap to O'Brien behind is now 3.4. Yellow flag, caution. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. The lead car's pitting. Yellow flag. Your lap time was at 1:57.7. The gap in front is now 1.6 seconds. Last lap was a 157.8 P3. The gap in front is now 1.8 seconds. Yellow flag, caution. Car left, clear left, sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. "15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go." Car left, clear left. Yellow flag, watch out, the gap ahead is now 1.9 seconds. Car left, clear left. Car left. Clear left. You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now. Right side's clear. The leader's pitting now. There's a car rejoining. That lap was a 1:58.4. Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, you can do better than this. Car right. Clear right. The gap behind has now decreased to 3.1. Ten minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Car left, clear left. P2. You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Right side, clear right. On your left, clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Come on, don't let him get away. Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits. car right. Right side's clear. The gap to O'Brien behind is increasing. It's now 5.3 seconds. Car left. Clear left. That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here. There's a car exiting the pits, heads up. The gap to O'Brien behind is now 5.6. In this lap, box this lap, you've just done a 158.1. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. B2. Box, box, box. Pit now. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go. Pit window closing in 2 minutes. Heads up, there's a car rejoining. Look out for the pit speed limit. Expect traffic when you exit the pits. When we exit the pits, we should be in P3, just in front of Woo. Last lap, bring it on home. There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Pit window closes in 1 minute. On your right. He's still there. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Clear right. We're on the podium. Good drive.